drop a bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Look at that.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too lucky that.
None can compare with the KG Don. Better take cover when he drops that. Going on reckless, trust it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
I said drop a bomb, Dad.
Come
What's
on.
good, people? What's really good, everybody? I don't know if everybody knows, but there's a celebrity up in here right now, yeah? There is a celebrity up in here right now, a long-time member. Look at that, I think most people that's sitting here right now. Let's not pretend that's why he's sitting in the shades. And I don't even know what time it's out there. You're first.
It's still 6 o'clock, bro. No.
It's just like
it's daylight outside. It's still daylight.
Okay.
Still daylight. This guy's going on like he can't afford all that AI that he's got in the background. It's not daylight.
Bro, you mean walk outside and show you? It's daylight, bro. I'm in Bermuda.
Nah. We believe. Listen.
That man just jealous of the light, bro. That's what it
is. It's totally Big Dracula over here.
So much. I'm telling you, England's already dark. Even though we say that it's summertime or springtime or whatever you want to call it. Right now.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hey, Peter, you playing hide and seek, bro? What's going on?
Yeah, bro, crazy. Give me 1 second.
This guy.
Yeah, all good now.
Hey, this guy's moving like one chameleon, bro. What's going on, bro?
Nah, Peter's making me laugh heavy, man.
Peter, when you're thinking, let us know, yeah. But yeah, so Peter's here when he's ready, yeah. We got fans, obviously, big, long time member, longer than I've been here. Ferbs has been here. Let me just let you know, yeah. Riri, as usual, Preem, big up yourself, Abs, and Uncle Jim. This is the panel that we have for you guys today. Listen. And you know what? We're going to be discussing one thing. Well, actually, we got two subjects to discuss today. But the first thing that I'd like to discuss with you guys, actually, let me ask you all, how are you doing? How are all of you doing today after the match that we had on the weekend? How's everybody feeling? Let's start with you, Riri, as you're up here on the panel.
I'm good. I'm good. I didn't have the reaction that everybody had to the match. Like, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good with
my reaction anyway.
Yes.
I know you hated my reaction. Really.
I don't hate anything. Hate is a very strong word. I disagree with your reaction, but
okay.
Yeah, no, I didn't have the same reaction. My expectations are where they are, so it doesn't. My needle doesn't go. I'm not a very emotionally driven indivital. So.
I so am. I'm sorry.
Oh, we know, Joe. We know.
Preem, talk to us, bro. How you feeling, bro? You look sad. Why are you so sad?
Bro, I'm just.
Why are you so sad, bro?
I'm actually pissed off.
Why are you sad?
This team.
Show, bro. Hold on. You had a good show. Everybody loved the award show. But big up, by the way, Preem. Big up for the award show. You have to get your round of applause as well. Now, honestly, well done. That's for you.
Thank you.
But why you sad, bro?
No, the award show was very good, and I big up to everyone.
And you also know not to come on here with a bonnet on.
What?
It's not a bonnet though. It's a do-rag.
That's what I said.
It's a do-rag, bro.
On here with a bonnet.
It's a do-rag. No.
Yeah.
Nah, he imported that silk straight from Egypt. I can see it, man. Look at that. That's the shiniest do-rag in the world, bro. What the hell?
Bro.
See, we got
it has to be silk.
Now you can continue. We got him to smile.
There you go.
I'm done.
Come on, Preem. What's wrong with you, man?
Hold on. Bring Peter in as well. Bring Peter in. So.
Why? Can you see him now?
I don't know. You just said bring him in. Let's see.
Bro.
Yeah, you know, like
I've been waving, bro, in the background.
I'm gonna say something, but I don't.
Nah.
Hey, Peter, come on, man.
Peter's extra loud, and he's got this light over him like it's a halo. Like, what's going on?
Hey, Peter, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I swear, if I can change the color, we can just change colors, and it just changes the filter of what the color is.
I'm just bold, bro.
Any whiter, Peter.
No, Joe, you know that thing. Canva, when you use Canva and you use like to literally
change the line. That's the line. That's Peter.
But the RGB, I think.
The RGB,
I'm on background, bro.
Why are you cussing me, bro?
Peter, do you have the lights in your room on?
Yeah, lights on, bro.
Yeah,
It's right over your head.
Turn it up. Turn the lights off. Over your
But
head.
I'm invisible without the light.
I doubt
Okay,
it
okay.
very much.
Oh yeah,
You see?
man,
You see?
Look at that.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
we can see you.
It's
lit,
okay. It's
lit.
okay. It's okay. You look better.
Now you look like Pep.
You see?
Hey, this guy is hiding like my bro.
Man's
Bro,
like
what's-
Voldemort.
Hey, Peter, when's
Nah, bro,
when's
this
You're
is crazy.
mad loud as well, bro.
Are you
Nah,
trying to
nah,
disappear, Peter?
Hey, Peter, what's going on, bro?
No. Let's stop this.
No, Peter, I swear he's mad loud. It's like he's eating the mic. Like he's bare loud.
Nah. Who said Voldemort? Who said Voldemort, bro?
That man
Come on.
said
You
he
got a
ain't
bad
got no
mind,
more. He's
man.
going clear. He didn't even want to be seen no more.
You know what?
I said
I'm
Expelliarmus.
gonna say he's a ghost.
You're
I
fully
didn't want to
bad,
say
man.
this here, so someone else said it for me because I didn't want to say this. I was gonna say this, but I know I would catch a charge. Yeah, I was gonna say he looked like Casper, bro. You can't see him, fam. He looked literally. He couldn't see him. He kept disappearing.
It's good now. Yeah.
Right, there it is.
Hey, listen. Stay like that.
Finally,
Don't
bro.
change
Finally,
nothing.
for fuck's sake.
Don't change nothing. Don't change nothing. Yeah.
It's lit.
All
It's lit.
right. Perfect.
All right.
I can't
Mate,
imagine.
he's gonna look like the evil
now
guy
this is
in
the
the corner.
I have to cover
Is
this,
he in
bro.
the dungeon?
What did you say? Was it reflection from the head top? Is that what you're
Hey,
saying?
Peter, I swear, you look like you're in some underground tunnel, bro. Like
Bro,
you
you look like
vlogging.
you're in a
Nah, I'm in
dungeon
my
somewhere,
room, bro.
Peter. Blink if you need help.
You know Morse code. Morse code.
Oh my days.
Man's like,
Oh,
hey guys,
shit.
by the way, there's some spiders behind me. Just to let you know, guys.
Oh no. Stop that. What was that? No, I'm not putting that back up. Who did that? All right, listen, guys. Look, let's get into the show. Welcome to everybody. Riri, Preem, Uncle Jim, Peter, Abs, and Ferbs. Yes, the general of the show, bro. He's been here for so long. I just wanted to make sure everybody knew who he was because there's so much new members that I don't think everybody know the veterans of this show.
When his face popped
Bro,
up, man, I was shocked.
Hey, that's what I've been trying to get this organized for a while. Ferbs knows.
Yeah.
Ferbs knows I've been trying to get this done. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, guys, look, I'm trying to get some of the veterans on to the round table because it's only right that the veterans are here on the round table. It's supposed to be an elders talk. But anyway, let's get it cracking.
Wait,
You
guys
are
are
one
one
of
of
the
the
veterans
sensible
as well,
on the panel sometimes.
You know, I know.
as well.
Have you not been here? Abs, you've been here.
I just wanted to know. I just want to know. I got my respect.
So how much shows have you been on already, bro?
Oh, this guy.
Why are you trying to?
Why is the guy trying to glaze himself, bro? Relax,
I,
man.
you know what? Sorry. I should be
Ban on
upset
this
with
guy.
everyone in this
You just
channel
wanted to
anyway.
ruffle
I should
feathers
be
for
upset
no
with
reason.
everyone on this channel because
Why are you taking-
somehow you man voted Uncle as the most
Oh
knowledgeable.
my
Nah. That's crazy. Nah.
No.
Dr. NHS as well, bro. Dr. NHS as well. Fuck off, bro.
After all the time that I proved him wrong on his own comments, and you man voted him.
Nepotism, bro.
Let's
Nepotism.
to
I
the
said
you,
yesterday,
man. Let's
bro.
to the you, man, because I didn't know.
I just wanted to
You gotta wait
express
for
that.
next year's awards. Don't worry about it. Next year's
Okay.
award.
Are we having a little award segment? Like, all right, cool. Listen, Abs,
It's just the 419 awards, man.
Let's just say the voting system is
People want to
trustworthy,
address
guys.
you. People want to address you, Preem. So you might as well. There's a lot of people that want to address you actually for the award show. So do we have a quick section about that, or do we just move on?
A quick
Let's
5 minutes.
do all the topics. If we have time at the end, then
All right,
Yeah. I'm more agreeing
All
with
right,
that.
let's start off. Right, let's
go on.
start with the topic at hand. The main topic is what are we trying to do? Yeah. First of all, yeah, we got this guy who is top of the list for Manchester United at the moment, yeah, and it's looking like it's about to be peak. What do you?
I'm definitely not a fan of this guy, bro.
What? Listen, it's looking very likely that we are going to be making attempts to bring this man to our club. So whether or not you like it or not, it's looking like it's more likely than Osman at the moment that we're going to be going after Roy Delap. I mean, sorry, not Roy Delap. Yeah, anyway.
Liam Delap. Dr. NHS, chill out.
I'm not having a Dr. NHS moment. I'm not trying to...
Hold on. What? NHS? Hold on. NHS. Hold on. That's a charge, you know.
All right.
You want a long throw.
We'll stay.
Man named the dad.
Do this tomorrow. Do this tomorrow. Anyway, can we please? All I'm saying is, yeah, if this is someone that you think that is reasonable to bring to our club, put your hand up.
No.
Do you think so? Because I put my hand back down. Three people.
I
Okay,
put my
you
hand somewhere
three.
in the middle.
I
ain't sold on it, but I also understand where the club is.
Right, you three.
So, the
You
question
three.
I'm going to
Please
ask you,
explain to
Joe,
me.
before you ask us, because I know you're going to ask us, but the most important question is how much is he going to cost?
Yeah, that was going to be my question.
He's really
Absolutely.
doesn't he have a release
That was going
clause?
to be my question too.
Yeah, does he have a release clause before that?
This is one of the few times I've done no research on this. I don't know if he has a release clause. I don't think he does because he just came up to Prem. I'll be shocked he has a release clause.
40 million, bro. Relegation. 40 million, yeah.
I'm 100% on it. Yeah. Bring that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine.
Okay. But if it's 40, cool. I actually said 50, but I didn't know anything about no clause. So if it's 40, all for it, 100%.
Oh, 100%.
If you, as soon as you knew what I was going to ask you, then I hope you're prepared for my question, because my actual question is, what if we don't bring anybody else in? If that's the only player we bring in as a striker, are you happy with that?
No.
Absolutely not. It's not doing it's not doing the requirement, is it? Like, but the thing is, and I think everyone's kind of missing this, we're guaranteed to sell people. Yes, I understand that the financial situation is tough, but we're guaranteed to sell people. Well, I'm not going to name names or the usual suspects, if you will, but people are going, which is going to create some form of pocket. It's going to create a key. I don't think that we sell 4 or 5 man and we only bring in Delap and that's it. I just don't see the situation where that happens. Whether we do the Chelsea Bandulu business, or we actually do it right where, we do installments and stuff like that, which is what most transfers are on. I can't see where we buy 1 player, sell 5 or 6 and think, yeah, that's it. I just don't agree. I just don't believe that's going to happen.
You believe we're going to just bring in him? You think we're going to bring in another experienced striker?
In terms of strikers, unless it's a free agent or someone that's like, pushing high 30s, I don't think so. I think it's a lot.
You do hold on 1 second. Let me just say, you do realize why you put you on the bottom row, yeah? You're down there because you think Delap should come here, right? Yep. Now, if Delap's coming here and he's the only person we get, and we don't bring any experienced strikers in, are you happy with that, Uncle Jim? What I'm trying to say to you is, bringing him in is going to cost us 40 million. 40 million that we saying that we don't have a lot of money anyway, right? Yeah. Say we only got 100 mil. I'm not even actually fuck me setting the budget. I don't know what the budget is. Let's just say we've got. Hopefully,
I'm looking at this.
But that's what I'm saying is, what can we do? Because if you don't think do you think we're gonna bring in a big striker as well as get someone like Delap?
So
I believe so. I just don't believe he's
going to look at this in 2 different ways, right? If you guys try and understand where I'm coming from. So first things first, I'm looking at it. I'm going, if we get him, good talent, knows where the goal is, great worker. But if we get him as the only striker, then I'm looking at them and saying, who are you getting for your 2 number 10s then? Because if you spend more on the 2 number 10s and then have Delap as a striker, I'm not moaning about it. So for instance, if they get Cunha and obviously the player that I want, Morgan Gibbs, right? If you get those 2, I'm not complaining about just...
How much is Morgan Gibbs White going to cost?
But that's where the money is going to be spent. That's why I think the money is going to be spent.
Because Cunha already cost 62 mil to get out, right? That's his release clause. I know he has a release clause. 62.5 mil. That's his release clause.
He's expressed interest to coming to United.
Yeah. So hold on, 62.5 mil. No. Cunha from Cunha. But honestly, 62.5 mil, 40 mil for Delap, and plus who else did you say?
I say Morgan Gibbs. Morgan White.
Gibbs.
Yeah.
Morgan Gibbs White.
He's probably 70.
Morgan Gibbs White, not whatever. Don't get people's names wrong. What are you doing?
I'll just call him Morgan then. I will just call him that. Oh,
fine. Yes. But I would say he's probably going to be 70. Now, I'll throw this in here. We might not get him anyway because he's going to be in Champions League with Nottingham Forest. He's just a player that when I'm looking at the number 10s that Ruben's played with before, he fits the bill perfectly. Hence why Cunha is it's like a slightly cheaper version than him. And the reason why I say he's cheaper version is because he doesn't work as hard as him. That's one of the issues. Right, and then I go, what's more important than the number 10s? Well, the fullbacks or the wingbacks. You have to invest in them too. The only place I'm not worried about in terms of this team is centre back. That's the only positions I'm not worried about because we seem to have a lot of them, or enough of them. Sorry, should I say? Right. So I work from the back to the front. Right. So we have a big issue on the goalkeeper. Right. Centre backs are fine.
I was there as well. Don't worry, I'm there too.
I'm not in big. Yeah, keep going.
Then we got wing backs that we want to fix because Dogu's got potential. I don't know if he's going to be the player we expect, right? But we do have below that's a problem. He's actually a problem. So you got to fix that. And then you look at the 210s, and then I'll look at the striker. So if you get me this young lad for 40, and then you fix one of the other positions, I'm cool for it. There is a reason why Shirky is cheap. I want people to understand this. He has off the field issues.
Who's that? Oh, Ryan Turkey.
Yeah.
No, we need to stop talking. We need to stop talking about Turkey, man.
He's an absolutely great football player. Probably the most technically gifted football player in the French league. But guess what? They're happy to sell him for 20 million. So something is a red flag.
I said this in the group. I said that Turkey is not going to go for big money and he's not going to go to a big club. I don't understand why people have no idea that Google works, that you can see the things that's going on. It's the same thing that happened with Delap.
No, it's the same. It's the same thing.
Hold on. Before I say something crazy, ask you to tell me what it is. Yeah, is it something that we cannot mention on this channel?
No. It's not mad allegations. Not like that. He's just got behavioral problems.
Yeah, not coming to training. Coming late to training, off-field issues like going out and stuff like that.
Like a Jack Grealish.
It's like another century. There's another century.
I wouldn't even say that because at least Grealish turns up.
It's the same. It's the same.
Turkey, and it doesn't seem like.
One at a time.
I think what we got to remember is that we've seen this before so many times, but I think one of the best examples is Delap. Delap is someone who was great on the field. Like so many people loved seeing him play. Right? And he was at QPR, if I remember well. Not one big club came for him because everyone knew the kind of person he was. Forget player, the kind of person he was. So what's the point in buying this person for whatever cheap fee it is if you know that you got that petulance comes on the side?
Can I add something to what you just said about Adam Tarat as well?
You guys, I don't Google players. I don't got the time of the day.
So Adam Tarat is an even funnier story because his manager at the time came out and said he used to fine players for passing him the ball in their own half. Every time you pass the ball to him in your own half, he fined you.
What's that manager's
name? He will fine you because everyone knew he will try something stupid in his own half, lose the ball, they'll go score.
So
the
can
manager,
I ask a question?
Neil Warnock, came out and said, anyone that passes him the ball in our area, in our box, in our half, is getting fined. That's how much of a problem he is.
What's that guy's name again?
Neil Warnock.
Neil Warnock, yeah. That's.
And can I ask a question about this guy, Shirky? So these issues are recent issues, or this is like
been a while.
He's been out since he was 17.
Yeah,
he's been the next big player since 17.
So can this not be true then?
Yeah, but he ain't growing up at United.
That's why I asked the question.
He ain't growing up at United. Why do we always have to buy the broken people? We've got Sancho, we've got Rashford,
we don't need to do
the question is he going to grow up at United? The question is, has he grown up? That's why I asked the question.
He's still 21.
If the problems are current or if these are problems that
they've been going on since he was a kid. So like 7. I mean, he's still fairly young now. He's 21. But since he was about 17, these things have been going on.
How about this season? This season, has he had any?
I think he's had those season he wasn't playing, right? And I didn't research why, because I sometimes watch Leon games. He wasn't playing, he's always coming off the bench. So I think he's got the training issues as well, where he doesn't work that hard. He started to play now more, hence why everyone keeps talking about him. But obviously, I can't remember exactly why he wasn't playing all the time. But
I have a question. I have a question. So he doesn't work that hard in training, but he performs on the pitch when he's on the pitch. So could he be one of the
majority of the time? So
could he be like a Eden Hazard that never used to like really because I've seen it where they said Eden Hazard wasn't like in training he wasn't that one of those players that ran hard or whatever. But when he got on the pitch, he did what he was supposed to do.
So my honest answer to that is Hazard was almost elite at that time. Tevez is another example of a terrible trainer, but completely different on the pitch. My biggest problem is the culture at United is not ready for a player like him.
Okay, fair enough.
And that's the biggest problem. We're not ready to carry a player like that.
There's a reason why he's been at Lyon his whole career. Everyone's been aware of him since he was 17, and no one's thought, let's take a touch.
So I don't know if you remember, if you remember Nabil Fekir,
Yes.
the big thing from Lyon, the same situation. Supposed to be going to Arsenal, to Liverpool. He ended up at Real Betis, bro. He ended up there for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same. It's the same exact situation.
Fekir's thing is also the injuries as well.
Injuries.
Injuries.
Just my 2 cents. It sort of piggybacks on what everyone said already. But if he was worth taking a chance, they wouldn't be willing to sell him for 20-25 mil for one. And for two, like you ever said in the, just a little while ago, the way how Amarin's moving with trying to like deal with discipline and we ain't got no time for no person that's got issues at all, even if they're starting to weed out or not. We ain't got no time for that. We already got too many people like that. We got too much to clear out to be wasting time playing around for brother just because when he gets on the pitch, sometimes he can do things, sometimes he can't.
Yeah. We're all going crazy about the Sancho stuff. Right? But then we get rid of Sancho and then replace him with someone that's
that's what I'm saying. It makes no sense.
Exactly. I was literally about to say, how do you guys react to Sancho now? Well, times it by 10. Because Shirky's a better player than him, technically. You're going to see him do well one game and think, that's it. We've got it.
Here's where he is.
4 games in, he will start messing about. And then you'll find out that he's playing Xbox till a certain time. He didn't come training or blah, blah, blah.
If we use
our heads.
If we use another example of someone that we actually had as well, Memphis Depay.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I think that was that
okay, so if that's the comparison, then I get it, Uncle Jim. I get it.
There you go. There you go.
I get it.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, cool. We're not even going to do this then. We're not even going to do that then. All right, cool. So we're not looking forward to getting someone like Turkey then, yeah? So people, let's take a vote across here then, yeah? Peter, do you want Rory Delap? Not, I keep saying Rory, man. Liam Delap.
This brother just wants a loan.
Obviously, look. That's the guy I know more than him anyway, yeah. F him. Anyway, I don't want him.
Just Delap, bro.
Do you want Delap to come to the club, Peter? Are you saying you're a fan of Delap to come to this club for 40 mil as a striker, not knowing if we'll get a backup striker? Because this is the thing. I don't know. This is why I'm mad about it. I'm not sure.
Peter, can I say something before you answer? And and I'm saying this to affect your mind. Yeah. Ineos have said we're broke.
Bro, let him answer. What's this?
No, I want to give him something. Ineos said we're broke.
It's the same answer, bro. It's the same answer.
You need to relax.
Why?
You need to relax.
Why you want to give
Trying to change my mind, bro. No, bro. I wouldn't, bro. If we don't win the Europa, then unfortunately you have to take what's a given, bro. But if we win Europa, no way, no chance in hell. No way. Like I'm tired. I'm tired
on the bench.
I'm tired, bro, of strikers scoring 1-digit goals, bro. 9 goals, 8 goals, 7 goals, bro. I want 15 goals, like guaranteed 15 minimum. Like you see this, bro. You see this. You see this. This is all because of Man United, bro. This is all. I'm 26. See this. See those weeks. You see? Triangle. This is all because of Man United. All because of Man United. I'm 26. Going to 27.
Oh my God. He just threw himself in the deep end.
This is why I wear this, bro.
Go ahead,
you want to do-rag? Hey, Preem. So let me do-rag. But before that, what do you say about Delap?
No, as I said, I disagree with it. I feel like we can get someone else that more better than him. But again, if we're just working with the money that we have available, then this is probably the pool of players or strikers that we can cater to. But obviously, if it was a bigger pool, then obviously my decision will go to another striker. I did say to KG that Ipswich play good football with the players that they have. So bringing Delap into our team, let's hope that the transition in play also fulfills that he fills that role as a striker. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't want him to be another Rasmus where he's running into plays and no one passes him the ball. I personally will look for a midfielder that can cover the 210s. That's my number one choice. But unfortunately, Ineos are not doing that. They want to get a striker. So I disagree with it. But if he's in the pool of strikers that we need with the money that we have, then let's go with it and let's see what happens. If that makes sense.
Same question.
Yeah, say that again.
Same question. Sorry.
Yeah. So I'm pretty much in the same boat. Delap's a good striker for where he is. I'm not sure if he can make the step up. As soon as you step up to United, it's a whole different kettle of fish when it comes to putting that shirt on, right? So I don't think he's ready, and I don't think we need another learning on the job striker. But if we don't win Europa League, that's probably where we're shopping. So similar to how the season's going, you gotta set your expectations based on what's in front of you. And I'm not gonna get mad at it because you're just gonna have to support, but that's not what I would be looking for. And it's all predicated once we finish the season. We win Europa, we're shopping in a different league. If we don't, we're shopping at Ipswich. So we move.
Do you know what? Yeah. Now that you said that, yeah. So hold on. Do you think that's what they're doing then, trying to temper our expectations in terms of like telling us that look, we're going for Delap? You know, they're putting it out there. They're telling us we ain't got a lot of money. They've been saying this for a while now. They're literally trying to tell us, calm your ass down. Yeah. Do you think that they're telling us literally, if we don't win this, then this is the lap, and if we do, we maybe get Osimhen or somebody like that?
No, I think we move a lot better if we win Europa League. I think you're gonna see him spend money there because I think it's obvious we need a gunman. We need someone to score. So I personally think we win Europa League. You're probably gonna see him try to go get Goalkeeper if he ain't been picked up already by Arsenal or somebody like that. Or Osimhen. I think they're going to go either way, and I think they're going to push for a pretty. That's what I think.
I don't think we're going to get a victor. I don't think we're going to get a victor. I just don't think they're going to go. Even if we get into Europa, I'm just going to be honest with all of you. This is my take. I don't think we're going to get any victor.
What? We don't need another victor. We got Victor, bro.
That victor is leaving, and he's leaving. Yeah,
I'm glad that Victor's leaving as well. Big him up.
How dare you? Hold on, did you say we don't need
you know what?
one?
But Boniface, bro. Victor Boniface. Boniface, bro. Victor Boniface.
Victor Boniface. Oh my
Joe, what's your reason though? Why you don't think so?
Why?
You know what?
Honestly, I don't believe that. I think you see what you said earlier about them tempering our expectations in terms of like calming us down about how much money we're going to be able to spend. They've been saying this from they come in. He's been saying it since he spent money last season. He said, guess what? You ain't getting no money this season.
I thought that they got money too.
Listen, even if they do have it, I do not believe it's for spending on players. That's why they do this whole development things. I believe that they're trying to do.
But
realistically,
we have at least, not people that they have to sell, but at least four people I know for sure are coming off the wage bill. Evans retiring, Eriksen's going, Lindelof's going. Who's the other one? I think I
bring it to another defender, if I'm right.
Tom Heaton.
Who?
Oh,
yes,
Tom
the goalkeeper. Tom Heaton is retiring.
Four
legit people coming off the wage bill, regardless of like what their wages are, but that's still like frees up.
It's still a massive amount of money.
Yeah, it frees up money.
Yeah, I think a lot of people.
Real quick as well, right? Even if they're claiming they ain't got no money, you guys have got to realize 75 to 100 meals going to be made available no matter what. Outside of the players coming off wages, outside of any player sales, they can chat all that all they want. But I'm telling you, there's money available for transfers. If that's the case, then what was the purpose of even bringing Ruben in? Knowing he pretty much always needs a whole new squad, but you can't do that in one window.
That's why I'm worried.
Do you know what we got to remember? Sorry, do you know what everyone's got to remember is that with Manchester United, it is one of the largest brands in the world. I'm not talking about club, I'm talking about brand. And regardless of us cussing the Glazers and everything else, the reason why they buy all these massive names and everything is because they need to keep that brand name what it is, which is having that Hollywood look and that pizzazz and everything else. We're terrible on the field, but we could still get these guys that have the name with them. So yes, there's probably not a lot of money, but I don't believe that there's just nothing, and we're gonna get rid of 4 people, and then these other 4 people are gonna be leaving the club anyway, and somehow that means we only sign 1 player, and we just have to deal with it. I just don't believe.
I think my problem is because I've heard the way they've talked, the way they've sold everything, the way they've just basically thrown a flag out, and with the debt that we know that we have. I think they've done that to, like I said, to check our expectation and not expect to spend big. I also think their direction is different because having someone like Jason Wilcox always meant that we were going for younger players. So it might be the next big thing that we're going to be getting, which is then not a finished product. So someone like, sorry, the Nigerian star, I forgot his name. His name just blanked me for a moment, right? Osimhen. Sorry, someone like Osimhen, we're probably not going to get because everything that comes with him is too big. So we have to go a level down. I'll be honest with you, do not ever mention Boniface to me and join Man United. The guy is slower than Xerxes and Højlund. Do not. He's my Nigerian brother, but come on. No. not
He's better than Højlund, bro.
So then you go down again. Because again, let's be real here. There's not a lot of good strikers.
What happened to that?
There's actually a really good free agent, but we can't buy him, and it's because of a reason we can't speak of, and that's Wissam Ben Yedder. We can't sign him.
Nah, he signed yesterday, bro, in Iran.
In Iran, bro.
That guy's
Iran.
Nzonzi, bro. You remember Nzonzi?
I'm not talking on the reason. Anyone who wants to know, just Google it. But you should know. But yeah, he would have been great. He would have been great.
Let me say
why did you make that expression like that? Why did you make that expression like that?
What was that?
You said Iran.
We're not explaining.
Are you saying we're going to be fighting to sign a player from Iran?
We're not explaining.
I'm not talking about Ben Yedder. I'm not speaking about him at all. I'm talking about Iran. Like that, his profile is so low that there's no big leagues club that will try to sign him. And like I said, I won't go into it. If anyone wants to know why, they can Google.
There you go. Moving on.
It's a madness, but that's all we need to know.
I don't even know what to say now. You made me feel funny. Anyway,
I was going to say a joke, but it's not cool.
He said what?
Pause. Anyway, listen.
I need to bring a light on here next time I come.
You're funny.
Pause.
Let me say this on the striker team before you guys move on, because I won't be able to go anyway. But look, I personally think you guys are probably pretty spot on, but I think if there's one experienced player that comes in, because I think we will lean more towards younger players. He even said it in this interview he done with Melissa Redding the other day, Amrin.
Yeah.
He said, don't expect a whole bunch of big names. You might be looking at players young that's coming to the end of their contract. But listen, I think the striker might be the one experienced spot that they do go in because we already got 2 youngsters there already. We got Xerxes, who's not really a 9, he's sort of more of a 10, but he'll play him there. And then Højlund, who's young, and he should have been backup for these last 2 seasons. He was at United learning his trade and coming on games. But we've thrown him right in the deep end. So I personally think you probably will see one of them 2 big names for striker, especially if we win Europa League. And then I think the other positions are going to be development players, younger players. That's my personal opinion on that, to be honest.
I just don't think we're going to buy more than one striker. The only way I see us buying more than one striker is if
we're not going to get more than one striker.
We are not getting 2 strikers.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Unless it's free.
If the squad was more complete, yes, I'd say we are. It's not.
I don't understand why we don't go to the free market, man. Any striker that's free, tell the scout.
The only one is Jonathan David, bro.
Go there and let's see what we can scoop up.
That's the thing. It's very light this season.
Very
1 year left, bro.
You guys a question. Sorry, like, don't get me wrong. I know you guys know my dislike of Højlund and stuff, right? But are you really trying to tell me that from Liam Delap had exactly the same chances that Højlund was getting? Plus, he's more mobile than him as well, right? You really trying to tell me he can't get 15 goals next season for us? He's on 11 now with Ipswich.
I'm not gonna say yes or no, bro. Like it needs to be proven.
But Abs, I told you again.
People said this about Højlund when we was getting him. Oh, in a bad team,
I don't know, but again, Joe, you gotta listen to people that actually know their stuff. When Højlund scores 9 goals the season before we buy him, why do you think he was going to score 20? I said the same thing to the
I never
first
thought
season.
that. I
Why did
never
people
thought
think
that.
he was going to
People
score
said that-
20
Oh,
in a
hold on,
harder
do you know
league?
what? Do you remember we sat here and watched the comp on this channel, yeah? On this channel of Xerxes. Do you remember? Everybody sat here and watched the comp, yeah? When KG played it. And everybody said, oh, don't expect him to score a lot of goals because we saw him doing bare skills. He wasn't scoring goals. He was passing the ball off. He was doing these little intricate passes. He wasn't scoring goals in his comps. And we all said that, don't expect him to score goals. And what is the first thing that everybody's doing when he come here? He can't score goals.
It's because everyone's addicted to comps, man. I hate comp. I said this. I forgot
The comps even said that he wasn't going to score goals.
Yeah.
We agreed. We agreed. But even when a player comes here,
how many times the 11 goals that Xerxes scored last season was replayed in these comps? It's like it'd be the same goal, but they've replayed it 4 different times, 2 different angles. They had to make up the minutes to get
crazy.
And all the warnings that everyone said, people still didn't hear it. Like I don't.
No, but we said that he would. No, we knew when we got him, bro. I don't know if you remember if he was on that stream, but I'm just gonna say
I wasn't on the stream. I watched bits of it afterwards.
If he wasn't on that stream, then well, listen. When I was on that stream, I think I was on that stream anyway. But we all watched it and said that look, Xerxes. The decision at the end of that stream was saying Xerxes is not a bagsman. Everybody said that when we watched the comp before he came here that he's not a bagsman. But then when he comes, everybody's still complaining that he doesn't score goals.
That first time
that's what
around,
I was trying to explain.
Something else.
Oh no. Well, when we watched the compilation the very first time before Xerxes got here, nobody said he was going to score a lot of goals. In his compilation, we sat here and said, "Well, he's not a bagsman, but he looks good." That's what was said.
Yeah.
But then when he comes here, everybody's complaining that he's not scoring goals. This fan base is always going to turn on what we have. No matter what we have, no matter how good it is at doing one thing, we wanted to do something else. Do you get what I mean?
Because the expectation is so high at Manchester United, but it's weird. It's weird because we are where we are, and it's like a lot of people don't understand that. Like we're currently what in the table, 14th or 15th or whatever it is. I'm very aware of this. Hence why I didn't really care about the score on the weekend. I personally didn't care. I know what it is, but there's going to be people that are going to be screaming and shouting. I'm not talking about the idiots that do content. I'm talking about in general. There's going to be people screaming and shouting and but this is what it is, though. So you have to look and temper your expectations, and also just manage whatever you think is going to be happening as the summer comes up. I do believe we're spending, but understand it's not going to be crazy spend like before. And in terms of the free market, I think it was you that said it, the people that are free right now, that the biggest names in terms of strikers, Diego Costa and what's it called? Yeah, you heard what I said. And Mariano, the guy that went to Real Madrid.
Well.
Real Madrid, Real Madrid, yeah.
Real Madrid and took the number 7 from Ronaldo when Ronaldo left.
Yeah.
Jonathan David
free at the end of the year as well.
Jonathan David.
Jonathan David, did you say?
Yeah, man. His free come the end of the season.
Okay. Well,
that's probably the only price if it's on a free. Like if you like,
that's probably the best option.
Well, there you go. There's the options there. We have
plus goals this season.
Or we have.
But out of the three, that money Jonathan Davis is sounding like something.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But this is what I'm trying to say. We should delve into that market and see what other strikers apart from David is there. I don't know. I don't have any facts on me right now.
Yeah,
but
I've seen names. I've seen names.
What's up? I know for a fact that there's at least something that's there. Leave it to the scout team.
I've seen the names, but they're not great. I think what is probably a better option is to see who's got 1 year left. So in this summer they'll have 1 year left, which means that their fee's going to be lower. That makes more sense than the free market, just because free market this year is going to be terrible.
Let me ask the question. Oh, Joe, do you have another topic you want to go into? I was going to ask because when Abs was going down the list of positions or players that he wants to get.
1 sec.
You were talking about the 10s and us getting 2 more 10s. You said, Abs?
Yeah, if possible. Yeah.
So, we're getting 2 more 10s. What are we doing with Ahmad from next season? Where do we
right wing back?
Yeah, so he can be. Yeah, I think his best position is a wing back. To be honest.
Okay.
Like I enjoyed him at number 10 because we didn't have a lot to hold on to, but the moment teams figured that out and double marked him because he's further forward, that was the end of our game anyway. but he's way more explosive off the wing back. So again, if we get 2 good number 10s, he goes wing back, and then we don't have to get another wing back. So we save money there, right? It can it can change between him and Delap to make sure that people are fit. And then we probably do need another one for left.
I was just about to say, because
I'm putting my hands up now.
Shaw is going to get injured in like 2.6 seconds.
Yeah, it's very premature. I know.
Wish we could sell Shaw.
But
wish we could sell Shaw.
Nah.
Yeah, Luke Shaw is never going to be reliable, so throw him away.
Right? Why is his name even mentioned on it?
Yeah, I just have to because he was on the bench this weekend. And then I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think Dogu's it just yet, but it's premature. So I'm just jumping.
Bro. I hear what you're saying. I hear you saying he's premature.
Forget this. We did this.
Leon.
Leon, yeah.
Is he coming
Diego Leon.
He's coming this summer.
July.
Summer, yeah.
But even then,
again,
even with him, you've got to
that's
give him
the
a season to
problem.
adjust.
Yeah, but that's the problem. You see the problem. You see what I'm saying, yeah? We signed this guy, yeah? And he's actually a big signing for us in terms of like, we ain't getting another left wing back. Realize this, know this, and understand this. Another left wing back is not coming. We've got Dorgu and we've got that guy.
Yeah. So in that case,
right
if you're getting Liam Delap, like I said, I want him 40 million is fine, but then I'm expecting you to work on the number 10s and hopefully the goalkeeper. I'm bringing the goalkeeper out because we need to start this movement now. We need to start another out now.
Listen, for Sir Jim to name certain
Anybody
people.
who thinks we're getting 2 10s, you might as well stop it right now. We ain't getting no 2 10s.
If you get me one,
I just wanna. I'm pulling the in-yours right now. I'm lowering your expectations. We ain't getting 2 10s. We are not getting 2 10s. We got Bruno Steele, and he likes Mason Mount, even though he can't stay fit.
I was just about to say
He technically plays.
He's not getting rid of Mount.
Getting 2 10s.
Yeah,
right
my hatred for Luke Shaw makes me forget about Mason Mount. I'm telling you,
Amarin has been playing this entire. This entire
so
been fasting to make sure Mason Mount is healthy for
We need to get rid of him.
We're gonna send him to Sweden before we get rid of him.
Yeah.
Why are we keeping Mason Mount?
Mason Mount's not going nowhere, bro. He's not going
nowhere. Mason Mount joined us in 2023 and he's played 35 matches.
No
35?
way.
I thought it was less, bro. I thought it was less.
All you have to understand,
how many of them are
2023?
Hold on. What you have to understand, Mason Mount was injured.
Yeah. So gets injured regularly, like a boy.
You can't blame him. If he was on the pitch, then we could have seen something, but he was injured.
He gets injured regularly.
Wait, he played, and he got injured again.
You know what's mad? You know when you go to Wikipedia. You know when you go to Wikipedia and you check you know when you go. Hold on, sorry. You know when you go to Wikipedia and you check the guys like.
Harsh word.
Sell him.
Don't say that word.
You know when you go Wikipedia, and you check the guys like.
How long have I got left until 11 o'clock, bruv? And just started swearing the whole.
The worst word.
I'm sorry. I'm missing something. You can't swear before 11.
There's certain words you can't say. I think it gets picked up by YouTube. So I wait.
Okay.
Been swearing. But I was just gonna say real quick. You know when you go to Wikipedia and you go and search like stuff within that player's like history and all that, and you go to like the club career and whatever, and it will say like our early start and all these other things. You know when you go to Manchester United, it says 2023 to present, struggle with injuries. That's what it says. That's what it actually says. Chelsea, loans to Vitesse and Derby County, first team breakthrough, Champions League win. Manchester United, struggle with injuries. That's it. That's it.
Who edited that, bro? You know you can edit Wikipedia. You know you can edit.
You can, but I guarantee you this is going to be a ages.
It's true.
I believe the author. I believe the author.
Yeah. It's like, I can't argue with this. Is truth to me.
That's so funny.
Amarin gave an injury update and said he'll be out for several weeks. Bro, it's April.
Just to something you said earlier, and I know you said it's a little premature, but I think it's a little unfair on Dogu. I think he'll come good in the end.
Yeah. Same.
He showed a lot of really good signs in the beginning until he got that rare card, I mean, since he's been back, he keeps getting in positions. He's not making the right decision with the ball. So that's
that's annoying though.
His work, I know, but his work rate.
I said it's premature.
His work
so
rate
I
is going to
could
be so
wrong.
important going forward, bro. As far as
yeah.
Up and,
you know what we struggle
not
with?
back and forth, up and down, up and down.
After he got that red card, I think that red card.
Yeah, it
made him
speaks him a little bit.
If you look at the game before he got that red card and look at the games now after he got that red, he's very hesitant.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
Prior to that red card, he wasn't hesitant.
Hey, Ruby, stop hitting that bottle at me, man. I feel like
Nah. Against Sociedad, I think he was the best player.
Bro, this guy hitting against me, bro. Chill, man. Yeah, man. Hey, Ferbs, just to go to your point, yeah, quickly. Just go to your point, yeah. What I don't like here is we keep like at the edge of the box here, the ball keeps going to the wrong players. That's my that's my issue. Like that Dogu chance. Like we need to try and find a way the ball goes to the right player to shoot. So if Delap is the right player for this team, I'm with it. Let's just hope we have people that can facilitate him as well, not just to bring him in as a solo signing next year, because that will make sense.
I don't think they're going to just sign one player. It's not going to be one player this window.
But I heard the thing. Who's to say that this is the problem? You're saying going to the right players, yeah? This is one thing that I want everybody to understand right now, yeah? We're way too harsh on these kids that are getting thrown into the pressure cooker. Do you get what I'm saying? You're saying Dorgu is the wrong player. Bro, Ferbs just said he thinks he's going to come good, fam. It's his first season. Not even...
I put my hands up.
I said I think it's going to come good in the end.
Yeah. I put my hands up.
Well, you said Dorgu's the wrong player.
No. So what it is for me, right? Unfortunately, I have to look at things a little bit more deeply than just the outlook. I rate his hard work, right? But my problem is basically end product, one way or another. His first touch, I'm worried about. His crossing, I'm worried about. His passing, I'm worried about. Now he can get the running right, he can get the positioning right, but that's gonna determine his end product. I'm worried about it. That's why I said prematurely. I'm doing this prematurely because I haven't actually made my decision yet. I'm just saying.
You're not saying. No, please don't be.
Please do better,
bro. Because I'm about to say he's young.
I haven't started writing them off. Because we're having a grown-up conversation on this channel and this show, I can bring it up. I am going to bring it up in the mornings because then that will whirl away into something else.
No. I want to see the different reaction. I want to see the difference in reaction. I beg you. I want to see the difference in reaction.
No. The reaction is going to be like speaking to a 40-year-old and then speaking to Charles.
What do you mean he's the wrong player, man? Hey, brother, you don't even know this, bro. Like, yeah, that's right.
Sorry.
In terms of us, statistics. Oh, sorry. Someone have a point.
Oh no, I'm done.
Okay, I'm saying in terms of us statistically, I'm not going to be a stats pervert or nothing like that. But in terms of us statistically in the Prem, we've scored 37 goals, we've conceded 41. I think that those problems go away. Not to sound real dumb with the point, but once we get that proper striker, that with the killer instinct, once we get that 10, and then we get that keeper, I think we're fine. I'm not saying that we're perfect. I think that we can build on that, especially with the kids that we've got as well.
Do you think
where are you getting these stats from? Where are you getting these stats from? The ends?
PremierLeague.com.
Okay, because you're like some hood stats man, bro. What's going on?
No. I'm not that guy. I'm not Statman Dave, bro.
Put me in the Mark N category.
I'm not. Yeah. No, we scored 102 goals this season, and we conceded 4,000.
Scholar Jim. All right then. All right, next
year. I'm gonna come with the mad Trini accent too, bro. Don't worry.
All right, but look, you man don't gotta get.
Hot tip coming 2027.
Thank you guys for having me. Joe, let me know anytime, right? Anytime if I can join, I'll join. See it? Just let me know.
Thank you so much.
Big up,
yeah. I gotta
take it easy, bro.
Big up. Yeah, man. Bless.
Heritage, man. One of the heritage founders. Of
Heritage. If you know,
I was asking when Uncle Jim was saying what he was saying. Do you honestly think like Goalkeeper is like on their radar for this summer?
I am praying
for Sir Jim.
No, you're praying, but do you realistically?
Yes.
I don't think
for Sir Jim to mention Onana's name in an interview unprovoked.
Oh, he doesn't like it.
I think there's something happening.
He doesn't like it.
Jim,
He doesn't
Jim,
like
they're saying you're getting your stats from Peckham Market, bro. You need to.
Right. If Peckham Market is by way of PremierLeague.com / blah blah blah
Man,
blah.
I don't do the forward.
Cool.
No, listen, I don't. Guys, have you watched? Like you guys have watched the game, but have you actually watched Onana as a goalkeeper? Like you've watched other goalkeepers move, and you watch Onana. I mentioned it on my show today. I said he looks like he eats pounded yam before he steps on the pitch.
Yeah.
And I'm talking the big bowls. Like,
heavy.
Yeah, the heavy one. The one
you know you have it like, and it's just there, like.
Yeah. He looks like he's in the dressing room and he's just slapping it. Slap everyone else like, yeah, man, we got to sort this out.
Because he's heavy.
We're gonna have a good game,
No. Both of you gotta go. Stop talking about the man's weight, bro. We're not doing this.
Hey, Joe,
but it's true.
Play that clip of the Scallywag.
No, do you know what I mean, bro? They could have at least said he looks like he's slow. My man said he looks heavy.
Why? Stupid ball. Scallywag.
Hey, that's Onana before the game.
Stop it. Now you gotta go to
bro. The system, the system at Inter, bro. That made his career. The system at Inter made his career, bro. I'm watching Sommer, bro. I'm watching Jan Sommer, bro. Jan Sommer acting like the best goalkeeper in the world, bro. Jan Sommer, who was playing in Mönchengladbach and those midi teams in Bundesliga.
Yeah, I remember.
He's I wanted him before he left.
On the star, bro.
Bro, he's such a good keeper.
Yeah, he is. He's a better goalkeeper than Onana.
Yeah, I'd say that.
But the system,
he
was playing identically. Yeah, Uncle Jim.
I used to sign him on Football Manager. He was ice cold for me, man. That's it. But he is genuinely a good.
And by the way, when we bought Onana, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, someone was on a free.
If I'm right, yeah, because he was at was it Bayern?
Yeah,
he was at Bayern. Yeah,
I picked him up. Yeah, Manuel Neuer got injured. They picked up Jan Sommer.
And this is where we're.
But let's not lie. We did like Onana's performance against City. We did,
bro.
No, we did. There's a reason why we signed him, innit? Like we have.
Yes. So let's take our minds back to that place and we said, okay, like this is the right.
I know you guys don't watch my channel as much, yeah.
If you watch Inter that season, you'd realize how many mistakes Onana did. But no one shows that.
This is what I said, yeah. When we signed him on my channel before the season started, and Kudo even backed me, I said United fans do not know about the roller coaster they're coming to. Onana is nuts, right? And then at that time, all I knew was him at Ajax. I remember him at Ajax. Obviously, there was something happened and he had to leave or whatever, right? But I remember him at Ajax and all the mistakes he used to make. He was young. Little did I know he's a La Masia product, which means for sure he didn't do nothing goalkeeping training. It was all footwork. And he proves it. And the heavy comment, I'm not saying he's fat. You don't have to say someone's fat to be heavy, but what I'm saying is he goes down in stages.
He's not light, is he? He is.
Ashley Hall.
He goes down in stages, bruv. It's like
look, he's slow. Look, said it before, fam. Yeah, I'm always cussing his goalkeeping style. Yeah, the way that, first of all, he looks like he prepares it. You know when someone, if you pretend to drop over, you know that you prepare yourself.
Wait, Joe, did it look? Did it look? Did it on?
That's Onana classic. That's the classic Onana one. If anything's coming in the box, but he tried something new. He tried something new last match. He did this.
Hey, you know what? First of all, yeah, what made me realize? I said, no, I've had enough of this guy. Yeah, that free kick from Mamouche was not that. It wasn't even any of the corner. It should have been a simple save, and his positioning made it should have been a simple save. This man was at full stretch for that shot. I just saw him and I said, "No, I'm done." I said, I'm done. Yeah. Why are you full stretch on that one?
Going back to Football Manager, yeah. I play enough. In 2023, Onana, there's a stat that's called eccentricity. Yeah, and it's when the keeper isn't reliable. You might do a save that he didn't need to do and stuff like that. Onana was all the way to the bottom. As in,
he was.
I'm not lying.
No, he was.
This is before we signed him. Now we have him. I'm angry that no one picked that out. Football Manager, obviously, they've got proper scouts and data scientists and all that play that work for that game.
I had to stop playing that game because I was spending my life became that.
Yeah. Like, it's serious. So when you're looking at that, you're like, oh no, it can't be that bad. And then you're seeing what my man's doing. Pounded yam before the game. It's that.
Nobody knew. These games ain't lying to you sometimes.
Pounded yam and Afrobeats is a long day. Pounded yam and Afrobeats is a long day, bro.
Joe, how long have we got left?
Yeah, we can hear you, Pierre. Well, to be fair, I was going to end the show on the last subject because I don't think we're going to take.
Them guys are trying to call you.
Okay, I'm just going to say what I'm going to say. If you kick me out for a little bit, I completely understand. I accept it. Yeah, I'm not going to lie.
Yo, just hover, bro.
No, wait.
Full screen. I'm not part of this. Full screen. I'm not a part of this, bro.
It's like African guys.
No. I don't know what he was about to say, fam.
Yeah, you know.
Sorry.
On that note,
sorry. I don't even gonna. He doesn't. Guys, I'm not even gonna let him.
On that note,
I'm not even gonna.
All I heard is African guys.
Uncle Jim, Football Manager,
No.
Football Manager, bro.
Okay.
Football Manager is the sole reason I believe in Dorgo, bro. Every save I buy him, bro.
Yeah. There you go, bro. Abs, you all right?
I don't trust his passport age. That's why.
Why are you calling him Yakubu, bro?
Nah.
Crazy. Nah.
It's crazy.
End the stream.
He said what?
It's been a pleasure. Before we get shut down completely, it's been a pleasure.
Quick one. Do you think this guy is done?
No.
Okay, thank
Drop a bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Look at that.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too lucky that.
None can compare with the KG Don. Better take cover when he drops that.
Bomb.
Going on reckless, trust it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb. I said drop a bomb, Dad.